Now, lately, DRC has been in the news, and it's because of the situation that is in the eastern part of Congo. This is the M23 and the other rebels that have been destabilizing the eastern part of that country. But this time, they're in the news because they managed to secure a seat on the UN Security Council as a non permanent member, including Liberia. And that term starts in 2026. But also, it's not the first time that DRC has found itself on those seats there, because in 1982 to 1983, they were still members of the UN Security Council. Also in 1990 to 1991. So this is going to be the third time that they find themselves on such a high table for them to discuss matters of security and peace on planets. I mean, that's the role of the UN Security Council. Now, it has 15 members, and these five that were elected on Tuesday, including Colombia, Latvia, and Bahrain, are the ones who are the five who actually completed the cycle to make it 15 members on the UN Security Council. Now, that council has five other members who are permanent. Now, there's a difference between a non permanent member of the UN Security Council and also the permanent members of the UN Security Council. The difference is that the other five who are permanent actually have veto powers. This includes China, France, Russia, US, and United Kingdom. The powers that these ones have, the five that I just mentioned, the ones that have veto powers, means that when they are discussing security matters on whether to put arms embargo on a country, or sanctions to a country, or deployment of UN security forces, these five, if any of them just disagrees with the others, just one member says, I don't agree with the decision or this suggestion to be made, or to deploy security, say, for example, to Israel, and just one member says, I don't think it's a right idea, the whole suggestion goes to the pits. Nothing will happen. That's how powerful the other five are. It doesn't matter what the 14 people say. The four members who have veto powers plus the other 10, if they all have one suggestion and they all believe they are the majority, but one member of the veto, the one who has veto powers, one of them, of the permanent, says no, everything does, it just goes to the pits. It will never happen. By the way, congratulations to DRC. And we all know DRC has been in a position where it has had so many UN missions or soldiers being deployed in their country for a very long time. In fact, they even had their arms embargo lifted in 2023. And so they have experience. They've been around to understand how the UN security peace forces work, because there's still another mission right there as we speak. And it's have they achieved their mission? It's one thing, we can have another discussion another day, but today we're just talking about DRC finding itself on the UN Security Council seat. So it's congratulations to them, and we hope that they will use their influence or their powers or that table to discuss on how to bring peace in DRC. We know that they're in talks with M23 to see that they restore peace back to the eastern part of Congo. So we shall say, congratulations, DRC. And we hope that you use that seat to bring back peace to that part, so that people who were internally displaced and those ones who are now refugees in Uganda, Rwanda, and other countries go back and call their home home. That's it for today. I'll see you in another one.